What's up? Peyton here, yapping like yesterday. Today's school. Today we're talking about school. I kind of went into it yesterday, but I didn't expand on it like I wanted to, mainly because yesterday was about religion, but today we're talking about school, mainly Midway, because I already said everything I wanted to say about private school. Let's get into this run and start yapping, Also, I think I'm going to play Mercenary. I think that's going to be an easier one to yap with, because I don't have to, aim. Anyway, school. Start off with, I guess, intermediate. That's when I started Midway. It was, I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty freaky when I, started it. Wait, hold on. Let me double check something. Hold on. Okay, I turned down the audio a little bit. I felt like it was a little bit too loud. Turned down to about 10 dB, as per my good friend Gavin's request. And Faye, shout out Faye. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying about? Oh yeah, Midway. I started on intermediate. I said this before, but I didn't really have first year going to Midway. I had 0 friends. No one was my friend. I had a few people I talked to, but for the most part, intermediate, I was basically on my own. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, not having friends sucks. Just in general, not even just for school. For school it sucks too, but just not having friends just fucking blows. There's no one to talk to. It's boring as fuck. Especially because at intermediate school, from what I remember, I might be misremembering, but I don't think we were allowed to have phones, while we were at school. So it was rough that first year. Second year was when I went to Midway Middle School. That's when I started meeting actual friends and stuff Josue. I think Josue was as I said, Walker was my first real friend, but Josue was how do I say this? He was the dude I would talk to occasionally and I was cool with. But when it came to high school, we actually became friends. Because for the most part in middle school, I kind of knew the dude, but I didn't really I wasn't really friends with him like that. It's kind of the similar thing with Jose. I didn't really know Jose that well until high school. And even then the first 2 years of high school, I really didn't know the dude that well. But no, as I was saying about intermediate, it was god awful. It was the worst experience I ever had for anything. Really wasn't good for my mental health at that time. As I said in the last one, I had to go to therapy for a little bit because of that. Mainly because my parents were super worried that this is going to sound insane, but I might actually be autistic. Which, I did the test and all that, and I was not. I didn't have any, speech impediments like they thought I did. Which was surprising to me, because I feel like I, to this day, I feel like I still have a speech impediment, because I have a hard time saying certain words. But, nonetheless, after that, I kind of found my place in middle school, for the most part. Which was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. I don't think I could have survived high school if I didn't have any fucking friends. I'm gonna be so for real, that shit would have fucking blown. Oh my god. I guess I should talk about high school now. High school was weird because, as people who are my age know, we had to go through COVID, which was an odd year to be a high school student because we didn't really get tests. Like for our first year, we didn't test any. They gave us all 100s. It didn't matter if we passed or not. You could have been trying your ass off and got a 90, you would have still gotten 100. You could have not been doing shit and you would have gotten in 100. It was insane. So it was kind of weird for the most part. the it wasn't really terrible for me because I mean, dude, I got to play video games. That was fucking awesome to young me. But to future me, I don't know if I would have liked that nearly as much because nowadays I like hanging out with my friends IRL. That shit is like the best time of my life. And not being able to do that just sounds terrible to me. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that'd be good for my mental health now. But thankfully, it happened when I was a little snot-nosed brat and didn't know anything about the world. So I didn't give a shit. Like, how do I say this? After COVID, it was pretty much smooth sailing for me school-wise. I'm sure we've all had this issue, but like in the middle of the school year, I was just like, I don't know what the fuck I actually want to learn. Like, I don't know what I want to do. But I found this class because I was just looking through classes, and it was this editing class, and it was about computers, and I was like, I know how to use computers. Let me join this. This sounds fun. And for the first like 2 years, it was mainly just like us learning like Microsoft Word and Excel. But at the same time, we also like did a little bit of Photoshop and Adobe, and I really liked using Adobe Premiere. That was like extremely fun. Like editing videos and stuff. That was amazing. And I asked the teacher, I was like, hey, is there any way I can like, are there other classes after this one that I can do? And she was like, yeah, there's AV. And I was like, sweet, how do I get into this? And she was like, you're actually in the class to get into AV. And I was like, perfect. And I'd say when I started getting into AV is around when I started like actually getting myself into a friend group. Shout out Hostway again. Got me into it, bro. Big ups to the mandem. When I was in AV, I still didn't really know what I wanted to do. Like first year, I'm gonna be so for real. First year of AV, I did nothing. I was on my phone all the time because like I didn't really know anyone in the class, and as we've discussed, I'm pretty shy, so it was kind of hard for me to talk to anyone. Until the next year, when I went to BPA, like the next year, that's when I actually started getting out on my show and talking to people I usually don't talk to. Like, this isn't really a great example, but in BPA, for context, I'm going to be talking about Nicholas Collins. I kind of knew the dude already. We were friendly, but I didn't really know him like that. But I actually went up to him went up to him and said, like, hey man, I have this podcast thing competition for BPA and I want you in on it. Do you think you could like join? And he was like, yeah, of course. And I did the same thing with I forget who the other person was, but it was a fun time for me, BPA, I will say, because it taught me like, it was like the first like thing I did that was actually like somewhat competitive. Because usually I'm not too much of a competitive person, and I didn't really have anything like in high school that I was like, I want to do this competitively and like actually like do something like with this. And we made it to state, which amazed me. I was that might be my biggest like crowning achievement of my high school career, which might not be saying a lot, but for me it was a lot, and I'm so proud of it to this day. Basically the whole gist is, at first high school was bad, but it became easier to me over time. Mainly because I had really good friends that helped me out. Again, shout out Walker, shout out Josue, Gavin, all those dudes. They were really chill. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, yeah, no. Other than that, my high school career was great. grades wise, I wasn't the best, but I also wasn't like the worst. I had a B average for most of my classes. I mean, yeah, high school. I think all I really have to say about it is, for me, it sucked at first. It was terrible, and I wanted to just stop it. Like I just wanted to end high school and just be done with it. But kind of towards senior year, I kind of didn't want it to end because like it made me realize I met a lot of my friends through this, and I had so much fun doing it. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about high school and school in general. It was fun. TLDR, fun time. Wish I could go back and do it again. Yeah. See ya.